welcome everyone for this question answer session. Thank you for joining in. And I know, and I'm expecting that a lot of you are the one who are watching me or seeing me for the first time. So I think you'll get to know a little more, and that's what the intention is. So all those who are joining for the first time, whenever we start with an invocation, a small prayer. So we'll do that and then we'll start. Okay. So I request everyone to kindly sit. All set. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale deeply. Mentally affirm, we are one. We are one. We are all one. There is only oneness. To the Universal Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my beloved spiritual teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui, to Lord Bodhisattva Meling, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to the hierarchy of angels, to our guardian angels, to the beings assigned to the Triangles Blessing team, the beings assigned to the womb healing session, and specifically to the question answer session today, the beings taking care of us, our spiritual evolution, our lineage, our homes, the beings of technology, connectivity, and very, very importantly, the Divine Mother aspect. The being directly connected to the womb and the womb healing. We are very grateful for your presence. We are very grateful for your blessings at all levels. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for helping all of us get our answers, what we are seeking for. Thank you for helping all those who need this kind of healing get that inner call to join. And all those for whom this healing session is not meant for, they also lovingly get the message that this is not for me. We are very grateful for all the beings, for your presence, for all our family members, the technology, because of whom we can be here connected like this. We are very grateful to everyone. With deep gratitude, with deep, deep respect, and lots of love, we thank you all and we thank ourselves in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, no voice. I could see people connecting, so please check on your behalf. Before I directly ask you all to start asking me questions, let me just share something related to it. So after listening to it, whatever questions you have, we'll cater it. So this is the session, as the title says, womb healing, and it is only for females. The fact is, womb healing is for everyone. It's not just for the females, but this session is specifically designed and guided for the females. So this is only for females and 16 years old and above. So anyone who is 16 years old or older than 16 years old and who knows English, because the language we'll use will be English, and a female, that's the only eligibility. Because a lot of times I got the question, does anybody needs to have, to be a healer or something? So no other requirement other than an understanding language, the understanding of English language, females and 16 years. These sessions will be during the Navratri time. The Navratri is starting on 22nd of March. So that is next week, coming week, Wednesday. And it will be for 7 days. So for the first week, we will have 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Let's say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll meet 7:30 a.m. The duration will be somewhere between 1 to 1.5 hours. At times, I have noticed when we are working in a group, a lot of deep healing happens. At times, the session gets, little extended. So, but tentatively, it should be somewhere between 1 to 1.5 hours. Maximum, if it's stretched on particular day, it would be 2 hours, but not more than that. So that is it. Another thing which is important is that recordings will be there. So all those who are working, all those who think that, oh my God, 7:30 is the time, I cannot join, or based on, the different time, what you can say, the longitude, latitude. If you are in different time zone, the recordings will be available. Like after the session is done, whatever time the technology takes to get the recording ready, we'll share it. We'll try our best to share the recordings on the same day, by the end of the day, but the same day. And the recordings will be available till 30th of April. So it's like full 1 month you will have. So you can join the live session, and then you can repeat the session again through the recordings. If you have to make notes or whatever, you can do that. So these will be 7 days where it will be deep inner journey. It will be a divine healing. But if you see, there is a word says self. So you all, like all those who will be joining, you'll be guided, you'll be shared, and you will be doing your own healing. We'll be using the energy of the group soul. When we work in groups, there is extra divine help what we receive. And that is why there are a lot of questions related to if a person is pregnant, 3 months, 4 months, 7 months. It doesn't matter, you can still attend. Like there is a difference, when we do a meditation in a group or when we do mass healing, then a lot of energy is projected towards us. This would be a session where we'll be releasing a lot. It will be a lot of cleansing, like, traumas, our hidden negative traits, maybe old patterns and programs, maybe some of the traits, the negative ones, which we are carrying from our generation. If it is still there, so we'll just go to the root of it and we'll just try to release. Special inclusion is I'll include one session or maybe a part of the session where in a group we'll be releasing the soul contract. I think a lot of you must have heard about, that sometimes we make certain vows in our past life. So sometimes we have certain kind of contract at the soul level, and that's why certain person is just not leaving, or we are just not able to get rid of a certain pattern. So as a group, we'll release that as well. This healing session, as the name suggests, womb, so it will be very good for the reproductive system, all the reproductive system. It is a direct healing for that. But when we do womb healing, actually the overall body, the all the areas of our life receive a certain kind of healing. But the focus would be to connect with the energy, the divine energy of creation inside us. And because it is Navratri, we'll tap in the divine energy of the Divine Mother. So we'll also have an experience of, being and experiencing the womb of the creation. And I think personally, if individually I'll do, I don't know how qualitative the experience would be, but when we do it as a group, I'm very sure the experience would be amazing. So I think pretty much that is that. And now if you have any questions, you can ask if there's something other than this. Okay, so I'm just going with the chat first. Which beach are you on? I don't know. Generally, all those who have been joining me regularly, they always used to see the background, the original background, but then the sitting arrangement of my home changes and the people are not happy with the background. So I just picked something soothing. I don't know which beach it is. Okay. In recording, only single soul will be working. So will it have same benefits of group? Okay. First of all, in recording also, the single soul will not be working. Okay, let's put it in this way. Time is the concept of human mind. Okay. We understand it well when we say, no, it's past, it's present, it's future. But if we zoom out and if we see the creation, everything that has ever been said, it's still there. So whatever energy, whatever we are speaking right now, you can experiment it without even the session. Any other day, just have that intention that the womb healing question answer session, I want to experience the same energy. I'm not even saying you take a recording, you just experiment it, right? And you just say, okay, so I am in the room, and then you just intentionally connect and you will feel whatever you're experiencing right now. So generally that is our personal blockage. Intentionally, I will already keep it in a way that all those who are doing it by recording, I'll try my best to have as strong as a connection for you spiritually. But the most important thing would be that you don't let that mind, the separative mind to block you. Personally, because of my own schedule, whatever sessions I attend, I always, most of the times, if the recording is available, I attend in recording and I get the same benefit. So you're not alone. So when you start, you just say, no, you're doing it as a group, and you'll get the healing as a group. Okay, there is a question. I'm a senior. I have hysterectomy about 18 years ago. I have an adult daughter and a son. How will this womb healing benefit me? Yeah, thank you for putting it here again. All those who have, some problem related to the organ, or just like in this case, if the uterus has been removed partly, fully, it doesn't matter. You still have life going on, right? Whether we have a certain organ or not, we still have our own traits. We still have our fair share of problems. So whatever is there, okay, I don't know how to put it in words. Actually, the people who are healers, who can scan, it becomes very easy to tell you to check. Even if a person has physically, the organ has been removed from the body, but if you scan and check the energy of the organ still exists there. So whatever work we are doing, yeah, Pradanya is saying, yeah. so so that organ energy is still there. I think there is one very beautiful, there's so many documentaries on Netflix. I forgot the name. I think if it is explained or something, it is about the human body. And it was mentioned that there was a person who lost his limb, like his hand, he lost the hand. And then he still felt that, there are certain sensations. He could not have, he did not have the hand, physical hand, but he still feel that he get the similar kind of sensation. And then the technology worked. And what the doctors did was that they put what you can say, the synthetic hand they put, and they also stepped, what you can say, the experiment was one step ahead. They even tried to produce the similar kind of neurotic response, and the person can actually move, and the person can actually feel with the synthetic hand. This is something which doctors have already done. So you can find it on Netflix. I'm just saying that even if the physical organ is not there, energy wise, it is still there. So you can actually heal it still without the presence of the physical body. And all those who are healers, it's like energy body, physical body is just very strongly connected. And then it is not just the energy body, we have emotions, we have thoughts. And just imagine if the organ has been removed, there's a lot of trauma which is stored, a lot of trauma that area of that body has gone through, every cell of your body has gone through. So we'll release it. So it will be actually very good for those who don't have that organ. Timings of the live session will be 7:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Recordings, will they have the same effect? Yes. With the healing, yes. And specifically, you will be doing your own healing. So that's the best part. I have been into healing modality for many years, like really many years. And what I have noticed it, if as a healer, somebody says, Kim, I'm giving you money and you do my healing, small ailments, it works very well. But if a person says, you don't tell me anything extra, then just when I have to pay you again, the healing is very temporary. Till the time the person who wants a certain kind of healing, till the time the soul itself, have learned certain lessons, if the inner transformation is not there, externally, doctor, healer, any modality you go through, they can suppress or, temporarily heal the symptoms. But if the inner transformation is not there, the symptoms again comes back, maybe after a few months, few years, or in next incarnation. But till the time we have not transformed eternally, the permanent healing doesn't happen. So whenever we work in a group, my earnest intention is that all of us, whosoever is joining, is participating, so that when you experience, you retain that healing permanently in your system, and that healing manifests in your behavior, in your life. So even if you have received the physical healing, you still see that there is an improvement in relationships, in money matters, in life altogether. So you will be doing your own healing. Whether children can be benefited when mother attend the session, yes, but to that extent, till, for example, if a child is experiencing certain challenges, which the challenges are, connected to the womb, the mother's womb, or the child's personal experiences in the womb, the trauma and stuff, all those challenges, definitely it will be taken care of. But if, like, I got certain questions, like, my son, he is not finding job. If I'll get the womb healing, will my son get a job? If the son is not getting job because of some trauma in the womb, he may. But if it has got nothing to do with the womb, it's his own life, his own pattern, then it won't. So that depends. But what I have personally experienced, not just womb healing, but in any other form, if I as a mother is getting healed, right? Everyone who is connected gets certain benefits. If I'm happier, my daughter, the way I'll interact, the way there is, the way I take care, the way I contribute in my family, everybody gets the benefit. How much? That depends. That depends not on us, that depends on them. Okay, this I forgot to share. But according to science also, when a woman is pregnant and there is a baby inside, and if it is a baby girl, the number of eggs that a female body would produce over a period of one lifetime are already there. So you were in the womb of your grandma. And if you have a daughter, she has an impression from the experiences your mother experienced when she was in the womb of her mother. So when we are doing the womb healing, these three females are directly getting healed. You, your daughter, and your mother and your grandmother, 4 generations, actually. So if there is certain pattern, certain trauma, certain emotional or physical trait, which is there, the seed is there in the second generation, like if I am the first, no, if I am the kid, like first or second generation, so those traits will be released. And I think somebody was asking how it manifests. Once the 7 days of healing is done, what I am from the logical mind, what I see, sometimes in certain areas we see difference immediately. In certain areas we see difference slowly as the days passes. So it's like, though you have participated in the 7 days and the healing ended on 30th of March, or if you repeat it again by the 30th of April, but then you will see that, certain things you will notice that, okay, maybe some property was not getting sold, and suddenly after the healing 6 months or so, it got sold. I'm just giving an example. Please don't just take verbatim. Everybody is different, but I'm just giving an example so that heals differently. I also shared when I launched this session in that video, I'll repeat that again. There is a modality known as family constellation. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. You can Google it so you'll get to know. So in that constellation, what happens is that somebody represents you and then somebody represents your problem. And through the role play, the energy of the entire constellation, which is there for your family, is tapped in, and then the healing happens. So while I was sharing about the session, it was a very strong inner calling that all those mothers who have lost a child, whether through abortion or miscarriage, or the child was born, but due to some or the other reason, the child, could not survive, even if it is after many years, we'll release that trauma. And sometimes that cord or connection with the mother is so strong that the energy is not released. So we'll use the techniques of the constellation in the group, and we'll release that soul, we'll release the trauma, and we'll have a proper closure with that process. So that would be a very important day. But just for that particular day, that process cannot be done in recording, because I'll be tapping into your pain and releasing it for you. So you'll have to be there. So only that would be 1 out of 7. There'll be one session where you'll have to manage. If you don't lie in that category, it is good, that's fine. But if you want that release to happen, so just one day would be the day where you have to join the live session to get the benefit of that particular day healing, the release what we'll be doing. Other than that, the recordings will do just fine. And the constellation we don't record. Why? Because if it is in a recording, whenever you go through it again, or whenever somebody else is go through again, it is like we have released something, and then in the energy we are just pulling it back. It is same like something has happened in the past and we keep on repeating it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So the healing would not manifest permanently. You'll recall, you can pull back the trauma. So that day, that particular process, the recording will not be there because it has to be done live. So whosoever will be there, it is done. And that constellation healing is a process where it's just one time. Like for this reason, it's one time done and done. You don't need to repeat it again. So, and all those who are working or in the different time zone, I'll tell you 2-3 days before, I'll tell you. All those who have worked with me, you know that it's a lot of inner work which happens. It is not a mental, how to say, these healing sessions, the group healing sessions, whenever I become a channel to bring in for the group, uh, they're not the mind work. It's a lot of emotions and intuitions and a lot of love behind. So they are not like, if you will ask me, Kim, can you tell me what will happen in each day? I don't know yet. Based on what all people have registered, the kind of needs they have, the quality, the content of the healing or the course, whatever we do, there is a lot of changes in that. So all those who have worked with me, who have done they have experienced. So all those who are new, I don't know if I sound fraud to you. I don't know. But you can probably ask those who have joined before, so that you'll have a better idea. So that's why which day we'll do the constellation, I am not sure yet. As we started on Wednesday, probably, but I'll give you 2-3 days time so that you know when you have to be there live. And it is still okay if you could not make that day live. Like uh, there's nothing to lose. So that's it. Will this benefit pregnant women? Yes. And I think if somebody's planning, it is even better. There was a very beautiful post I came across. The words may not be the same, but the essence was the same. That it's a good idea. I think it's the best gift you can give to a child, to heal yourself first before becoming a parent. Because I know once I got into the process of womb healing, I noticed that there is certain trauma which I experienced when my daughter was inside me, and that is a part of a personality. Until the time this understanding and link was there, I was just thinking, how come she has this in her? And now I know that, okay, so this was what I experienced, even though it was for a very short time, but it has a very strong impact on her personality trait. And I think I will be giving my testimonial also when I'll do with you, because I'll be doing my own healing along with you guys. So I think I am looking forward for the change what I see in my daughter's behavior, because that I actually know. So when we'll do the process, I'll explain so that you can also connect, and probably there would be certain areas where you can actually see that you did something in you and there is a difference in your kid, if that is from the trauma. So there will be a lot of explanation, sharing, understanding, and inner work, self inner work. Can we lie down or should we sit during the session? You whatever you get inclined to do at that particular time. Everybody is different. Some people, it's very important that you are staying. Some would feel that no, I want to lie down. So it will be your choice. There is no such rule. We have energy organ, yes. How to take care spiritually while preparing for the pregnancy. It's a different topic, actually. There's so many things which we can do. Okay. The easiest thing would be to, the smallest thing, like in one line, if I would say, always try to focus on the goodness, on the beauty around, beauty in you, beauty in people, and all those who are pulling your energy down, just try to, disconnect and let go. That's the easiest thing which I would say. The more positive you are, the more good things you read, see, eat, and the more forgiveness and gratitude you be in, it works the best. Phantom hand. Sometimes couple plan for a baby, however, things do not go as they plan. Why this happens? Is it destiny or negative energy around the womb? How this program helps such couple and the lady. Great. Okay. For a person planning a baby not happening, there could be so many reasons. So many for that matter. Sometimes we don't know that as a mother or as a father, specifically as a mother, there is a fear. The fear of big responsibility, the fear of the pain of the entire process, the fear of me not looking very beautiful. And we don't realize, but subconsciously, all those fearful thoughts itself create a hindrance, which, like if somebody else will tap into your energy, the person will say, you don't want to become a mother. And you're coming to me asking for. So there could be, that is one reason which is very strong. And then there could be so many other reasons, like, I don't want to verbalize, but we never know in the past life what we have done, what kind of curse we are carrying, or what kind of karma we have done, so that it is not manifesting. Sometimes it has also seen that in ancestors, like in the family lineage, somebody did something, and then the person really, I think the best way to explain is, if somebody's really mad at you, or you are really mad at somebody, what comes as, do you just say that you will feel the worst things, or you say you and your family, whatever you have done to me, let's see what your kids will. This is something very, very, so there are times when the people are really hurt and the words manifest. They really become, as a healer, we have I've experienced also, sometimes those small words, one time spoken, but they create such a big damage in the body, that the healing doesn't happen. So there could be so many reasons, and we'll try again, using the group soul energy, we'll try to release all those if ever there are causes, because there is no way to check, right? But we'll try to release all those blockages, all that is there, all kind of curse, any kind of injury that is there in the womb, which is not letting anything happen. We'll just release it. So what I feel is that if it is done properly, it should definitely help. But said that, if still it is not in the entitlement, maybe it still won't manifest, or maybe it will take a little longer till that all healing and transformation sink in. I have a history. I'm reading a personal chart. I have a history of miscarriages. Can that be healing physically and emotionally and strengthen my reproduction organs and overall health? Yes. I don't know what is the obstacles in becoming parent. My journey maybe at soul level, but I'm unaware of. We'll work it out when we connect to womb. That's why I don't know if that is shared in the group. There's a word used as womb wisdom. Because the womb is the place of creation and death, both. So we'll connect to that wisdom. And then each one of us will have our own individual stories. So there would be, like I said, no inner journey. I'll just try to make you, all those will be joining to help each one of us to connect with the womb, to connect with the energy, to tap in the energy, and we can sit with the question and ask, why and what is that which is hindering. So sometimes if we are receptive enough, if our mental body is clean enough, we get very clear-cut answers. But even if consciously we don't know the answers, very, very consciously we will release. We'll release. What is womb healing and who teaches it? And this is my first session with you. Thank you. I think I have, by now you have heard me for 15 minutes. Do you still have, Vani, the same question? Because I am understanding, I'm starting from the first. So I was just checking. You wrote it at a certain time and it's already more than 15 minutes. So let me know if you still have the same question. How about genetic metabolic problems as a newborn? Problems started in womb. How can we heal through womb healing? I am understanding from this question that the baby is already born, right? And there are genetic metabolic problems. I don't know, once it is physically manifested, how fast and how soon it can heal and if it can be healed, but we can just say, like, this would be the first experience with me also. So I'll hold on to you, Sangeeta, for your feedback if you join. That once we have done that, has it, it's like it will be a case study kind. So I don't know. I have not come across any such situation yet, that if this is done, if the problem is already manifested in the child, if it is healing, how soon it is healing, I have no idea, no experience yet. So probably we can work together and then we can see how well it manifests. Can I do womb healing for my daughter and daughter-in-law after the session? Again, what I said, this is a self-healing. And I also said that no matter how much I do for my daughter, till the time she doesn't transform internally, the healing doesn't manifest properly. So the womb healing is one direct session which has to be done by the person. I cannot do it for my daughter. I can do the maximum part, whatever she's carrying from me, I will heal that. Rest, whatever she's generating, that's her and only hers to take care of. I can pray, I can share the blessings, but that's the best and the maximum that I can do. Just like I cannot breathe for them, I cannot eat for them. It's like womb healing cannot be done externally. You have to become a part. You cannot release somebody else's trauma, no? How about, okay, let's switch roles. Suppose you are the healer and I am your client, let's say like that, okay? And I have a lot of anger issues in me and a lot of trauma inside. So when you're healing, you realize that, okay, there are so much of trauma in Kim because she's not letting go. She's not forgiving. You can use the techniques. You can let go of the anger. You can let go of, a lot of impressions of the trauma. But till how long? I am still holding on to unforgiveness. You did the healing. I feel very good for a month, 2, 6 months, 7 months, 1 year. You're a very good healer, 5 years. But then I keep cribbing, I keep criticizing, I keep holding on to all those grudges that I have. As a result, anger is back, everything is back, I'm coming to you again. Okay? So it's like something is there that you cannot forgive, no? If somebody has done something to your husband or for your wife, can you forgive on their behalf? You cannot. It won't work. I am struggling with that. As a person myself, I struggle, it is a very difficult thing when you can, and it's very easy for you to let go. And the person in your family, very close to you, is struggling with so many issues. And you cannot just forgive for them. You cannot just go inside them and do their healing. It's tricky. Even for the constellation, the person has to be there. There has to be the willingness. So you cannot do womb healing. You can do the healing for the organs if you know the technique, but no. We'll share the recording, Vani. You can listen again. Okay. One question. Are you a healer or in any way connected to healing modality, Vani? Can this womb healing help in the next IVF treatment? Of course, yes. Yes. History of multiple successful IVF, very good thing to do, because see, a lot of cells has memories, right? They retain everything, what's there. So all the failures of conception is still there. So consciously, maybe you're trying the best to be very positive, but the body knows it didn't work earlier. So yes, definitely a big yes. How long will the session be, as I have to reach the workplace? This session? You can go to the recordings. We'll share the recordings, like from where you got the information of the session. Just after the session, this is done. As soon as the recordings are ready, we'll share. So you can go to the office and you can get to the recordings. And the recordings of the healing sessions will be there for 1 month, like full April month, it will be there. So if my mom doesn't do this healing, but I do, it will still be helpful to her too. Yes, to a certain extent, not 100%, but yes, to a very great extent. You mean even my grandmom is not in her body, the soul gets the healing? Yes, yes. See, when we talk about, especially when we do the generational healing or ancestral healing, if I, till me, if I have taken care of all the patterns and programs, everything, whatever is going on, carried forward, my next generation will at least have a clean slate from that perspective. So if it's a wonderful thing. Can this womb healing can heal ancestral trauma that I'm probably carrying? Yes, yes. If it is from your mother's side specifically, if your grandmother, your mother was also experiencing the trauma, of course, 100% yes. Okay, my mom is not in the physical body, so how will the healing help her? Because energy is always there. You still know, right? You can still feel her love. You are connected. Yes, Vani, if you need to release, am I missing something? If you need to release any kind of trauma, ancestral pain, it will be released. Grandmother means father, mother, or mother, mother. Grandmother means your mother's mother, because in your mother's mother, your mother was in her womb. You will let us know when you do that. If Madhuri, you're asking about the constellation, yes, I'll let everybody know for when you have to attend the live session. Compulsorily, I'll let you all know at least two days before. My daughter wanted to abort her son. Unfortunately, it was not able to. My grandson is bullied, and because he looks like the father, lots of emotional abuse, very similar abuse like what my mother did to me all my life. Can my daughter and son gets healing and also through to grandchildren? My daughter aborted twice and hates me for irresponsible. She'll not. Partly, Kana. Because see, if she has aborted, then in your womb, her abortion trauma is not there. So probably the reasons of aborting, if she's carrying, then those reasons and that, that impression will be released. But her abortion and that connection, that she will have to release. That you cannot release for her. Thank you. Can it be that you will do healing for all those who register, whether they join or not? I would like to repeat, it is a self-healing session. I will facilitate, but there will not be an external projection because I cannot release. I will step in and release the pain and trauma of losing a child, but only that. All rest, other than losing a child, you'll be releasing yourself. Okay? Keep live sessions on weekend. They're guided. Navratri does not happen weekends. So those won't happen. And for those 2 days, I was wondering, Bhupendraji, when it was like 7 days. I said Navratri is 9 days. Why not 9 days? And then it came 7 days. And then I actually asked, like use the browser, the days, and it was just like that. I don't know why Saturday and Sunday was not included. Saturday being Saturn, Sunday being Sun. I don't know why they both were not included. But it was clear, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know what is the reason of, I don't know, but that's how it is. Thank you, Vrindaji. If it is a single day of personal constipation, will each participant be addressed or just a random person will be chosen? I don't understand your question, Vishali. It is a single day. I don't understand. Can you try to explain? I don't know. What do you mean by personal constellation? When we do as a group, everybody receives the healing. And the more qualitatively you participate, the stronger and the more qualitative healing you receive. If, okay, let's say 100 people are there in the healing session, right? I'll take care of all 100, okay? But individually, if somebody is taking care of the phone, checking the mobile, again going and doing some cooking, taking care who's coming on the door, and if you are in out, even if you are connected, the quality will not be the same. But if you are sincerely there, even if you fell asleep, you'll still receive. So everybody will be included. If it is, will each person session get a healing guidance? Everybody gets the healing. Everybody gets the guidance, because just like right now I'm speaking, everybody is listening, right? But how much one person is understanding, that may vary. From my end, I won't be partial. I won't say, okay, I'm just coming in the breakout room and talking to somebody. So same knowledge, same information, we all be doing everything together, and you'll be participating in your own journey. So no one person will be picked, it will be all, just all. Who all people can attend? Any female, 16 years old and above. No other qualification other than that person needs to have, the way I'm speaking right now, similar kind of language. English is the second language to me. My first language is Hindi, but we use the English language because most of the people, they know English, right? And somehow it is it has been, I don't know, a trait in me that when something flows, English comes out. I don't know why. So this is the same level of English which we'll be using in the session. So eligibility would be female, 16 years old and above, talking English if you understand, that's it. How does this work with your mom, as I am the one who is hyper and she just keeps quiet? Where did I get these energies from and the stiffness in our relationship? I feel I am being stopped from moving ahead. Where it coming? These are beautiful questions. I think something similar is something what I experienced with my daughter. Like I am altogether different and she experienced. We'll discuss it, Jasmine. Join the session. The kind of question you have asked, you will get a lot of detailed information. It's not something we just speak in one word and cut short it here. It's a whole process. So once you will stay, connect with the womb, and then with that receptivity, when you will try to understand yourself, the kind of patterns you have, the differences between your mother, you, and if you know grandmom, you will have a much deeper understanding of the question. So we'll discuss this 100% in the session. Yeah, live session would be 7:30, 8:30, maybe 9. Can't we scan curses coming from past lives? Please try and let me know also if you can scan. Today's only question and answer. This is a question and answer session. Thank you, Annie. Today we have today's a question and answer session. See, it's a question and answer. So all those who have any kind of questions will be starting the session on Wednesday. I have been doing womb healing for him. I think that's it. Any healing session is going to happen now? No. This is just a question answers. Will these sessions also be translated in Hindi? No. My friend's daughter is 20 years old and she has infantile uterus. Doctor told that it's impossible for her to attain puberty, and in future she may have hormone problems. Her kidney is also not in normal shape. Will this healing session help her in any ways? If she participates, it will help her. To what extent? That cannot be tell. I cannot tell. That varies. That varies depending upon what is causing all that. Can a non-pranic healer join the session? Of course. Anyone who knows English, is a female, 16 years old and above, can join. No other eligibility. My 16-year-old has PCOD but not ready to attend. Then please do not force. Please do not force anyone. No matter how much enthusiastic you are or convinced you are for the session, please do not force anyone. Healing cannot manifest with force. Love heals, and the healing happens when a person is very receptive. What you can do is just pray that the person, that the daughter gets the right kind of inclination, not necessarily with the healing session that we are doing, but whatever healing she can get so that she can release. Just pray. Prayers are very powerful. Do you plan to take more sessions? I feel 7 days is less. Like I said, I don't plan. They happens. So I don't know. What is the reason for PCOD? Yeah, good question. Generally, PCOD, what I understand is a lot of trauma stored, and I think a lot of anger also stored. When you have not, I think anger would be a less smaller word, something which known as rage. When you feel that you have been cheated, you have been what I can say, you have been wronged, and then you just don't let go of that. My past unsuccessful IVF treatment, I tend to link or have the negative thinking. Thank you. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just coming back to your question, Vani. First time when I introduced, I asked everybody to do it. So if you're a healer, Vani, just scan, just intend your uterus and just scan the energy of your uterus. This everybody, all this you can scan, you can do it. Like scan the energy of your uterus. You just say my uterus and then scan the energy of your uterus. I'm expecting, Vani, that you're scanning, okay? So scan the energy of your uterus. Okay. And now just say the word womb. I'm scanning the energy of my womb. Is there a difference? And I'm waiting for Vani to respond. Is there a difference when you just scan the uterus and when you said womb? Is there a difference? Yes, right, Vani? So yeah, that is stronger. Why? Because when we are saying uterus, it is just an organ. But when we are saying womb, that shows that it has the power to create life, right? So we'll be connecting to that energy which comes along with every uterus, which not every one of us tap into. I hope it helps. So we'll be healing the womb. And when we heal the womb, a lot of other healings simultaneously happens. Okay, I think before going to other questions which are here, I'll give chance to the beautiful people who have been so patient and raising hand. Yes, Priya, please. I'm sorry for keeping you hold for long. Tell me.
Thank you so much. This is my first time seeing you. And in
Thank
fact,
you.
I'm very excited. And I have been looking forward to a womb healing session for past 2 years. It's like I have been calling out to the universe, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And a very dear friend sent this to me a day before yesterday. And I'm ever excited. I'm ever so excited to attend this. So a lot of questions you've already answered, whether, traumas can be healed or, everything. I think everything is done. Just one quick question. When we talk about womb healing, so is it that it takes care of all the female organs and it heals everything? Is one question one. And question number two is, I have a daughter, she's 10 years old. And so being a single mother, I'm really possessed, about her. I'm really, really like possessive about her. And I just want to give her good upbringing and, instill good values and have a very strong bond. And then, like release her to the world, wherein she can do whatever she wants to. So I'm not possessive in a way that, I'll always keep her with me, but, I would love to give her wings, but I would like to first make sure that she develops into a beautiful human being and is ready for everything in the world. My question to you is, there are times when I'm really angry and I'm angry at her and I take out all my anger on her. I don't understand why I become this nasty person, although I'm not that sort of human being, but some rage comes over and it is only directed towards my daughter, not to anybody else in this world. And it really bothers me and I really don't know what to do with it. And I tried, but it's not happening. So do you think this will help?
We'll work it out also.
Okay.
That's why the session is specifically designed, like womb healing can be done for everybody, because everyone is, everyone is created out of womb. So it's not just that the ladies need womb healing, the males need womb healing equally. But this is for women because as women, we have a lot of extra things which needs to be catered to. So what you shared, Priya, I have experienced personally. We'll work together on that also. We'll understand and we'll work. So that's why it's going to be a lot of understanding. So once you go through that process, no, there will be no more fight of the anger. It's like, when you see it from a different perspective, it's a different. So it will be a lot of, that's why I said it will be an inner journey where we'll be understanding ourselves. We'll be understanding from where are these coming, if we can get the answer. But no matter what from wherever these negative traits are coming in, we'll just release. We'll release all fears, anger, hatred, all the negative emotions that we carry, the worry that we carry for our kids, right? And then the kind of possessiveness you're saying, I think that's there with every mom, every mom. So we'll release and we'll let them be, because whatever we have experienced, if we fear they don't experience the same, unconsciously we manifest and we are trying, unconsciously we're attracting all the scenarios for them. So we'll just try our best to release as much as possible, and we'll work on our relationships with our kids, with our moms. We'll do that. So it'll be thanks, it'll be catered. Yes, Vishali, please tell me.
Okay, so I also got, I don't know, I was aligning to, I don't know, I'm getting present to, I gotten present to the traumas in the wound that I could be carrying. It could be from my grandmother. And there is some kind of layer work that I have done on myself. But this, one of my friend, when I was sharing it with her, she brought me to you. And I was looking forward to do these sessions with you. Now my thing is like this. She also spoke about the constellation. That was me. Okay, that was a glitch. That was not constipation. That was constellation. That was who I was asking. So if it's a family constellation part, is that what we will be doing, or another? I think what I really want to ask is, like, suppose there are about 15 people in the room or in the session. And will each one of them get a personal guidance, or is it like a general guidance that you are doing? Or how, like, I'm very selfishly asking this question because I am looking to release the trauma of from my grandmother, because I realized that my grandmother left home, and my mother struggled for a house. And I have this insecure feeling that I carry within myself, which is extremely strong. And I have been struggling about that insecure feeling deep down. As many layers as I worked on myself, I still carry it in a very various, in a very subtle way. I carry it with me, and I don't want to pass it on to my little ones. I hope I'm not blabbering too much. So my question was this, like, will I get a personal guidance? Is
I
that
understood. I understood. I understood your question. So I'll just reply again. When I said we'll have one constellation and releasing of trauma, it will be related to losing of a child. So that would be the one which I'll do using the techniques of constellation, because in that way, all those who have lost a child in any way, either through abortion or miscarriage, or the child was born and due to any reason the child was not there, only for that trauma, I will pitch in, offer myself to take the pain and release. Rest every other trauma will be work on our own. So it will be guided, but everybody will be releasing individually. It will be self-healing kind of work, but we'll be tapping. I'll use certain techniques so that the healing manifests stronger using the energy of the group. But the trauma which you're talking about, you will yourself be releasing it. Okay? Yeah. I can't hear you. You have to unmute again.
Okay. I have also lost my child. He was 6 years old when
trauma will release. That I'll do it for you.
I don't know, but I've done quite a bit of work on that. I honestly was looking forward to this part of me where I know I'm carrying it from my grandmother. I have that feeling very strong within me. I'm not saying I'm all there about everything in myself, but
You'll have to, like,
that is far more preceding than the other one, you know.
as a group, we'll do it, but you'll be releasing it individually. If it is a part of the womb healing, we'll do it like that. But yeah, for the
But-
constellation, it is just for the losing child, which will be using the constellation technique.
Okay, okay,
Will be-
I
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
Yes, Pushpa ji.
मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन कैंसर हो गए सुनते सुनते, तो भी मैं एक परसों भी पूछी थी, फिर भी मेरे मन में एक आ रहा है। जैसे मैंने आपको कहा कि मेरे 3 मिसकैरेजेस हो गए थे, लेकिन जब 4th में जब मेरा सन हुआ तो लॉट ऑफ फियर, लॉट ऑफ ट्रॉमा, इनसिक्योरिटी, माने जितना हो सकता सब कुछ भरते था। तो इसका इम्पैक्ट हो सकता है बेटे पर भी होगा, तो वो सही हो सकता है।
Yes. Yes.
अच्छा, वन
All that
और
trauma is there related to womb creation, abortion, everything that will be released. Once it is released, it will manifest in your kids also. Even if
हाँ,
they're in the womb, it will still manifest. Yeah.
और अभी जैसे मैंने आपने वो कराया, क्या बोलते, देखिए शब्द भूल गई, यूट्रस मेरे नहीं है, वोम मेरे नहीं है, लेकिन जैसे ही मैंने स्कैन किया इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग एनर्जी, इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग एनर्जी। और ये मेरे मन में क्वेश्चन था, आई डोंट हैव, तो कैसे क्या होगा, बट जो अभी स्कैन आपने कराया, थैंक यू सो मच कि
Most welcome.
इमीडिएट वो हो गया। वैसे भी आप जो बोलते बिलीव तो कर ही लेती हूँ।
I feel so grateful to Master Chua for this because
हाँ,
this something, no matter how much the other person is saying, but when you just scan and when you know it yourself, the kind of wow factor is amazing. Oh yeah, that's true.
एंड एज इट इज टुडे मास्टर समाधि डे, तो आज हम लोग मेडिटेशन में गए थे। इट इज सो गुड, आपसे बात करके और अच्छा दिन हो गया। थैंक यू सो मच, लव यू।
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Aparna. Oh my God, there's so many hands up. Tell me. You'll have to unmute.
Atma Namaste to everyone. Ma'am, my question is 7:30. I won't be able to attend the live session. The recordings will do justice if I go through the recordings afterwards.
Just Constellation Day will be live where the recordings will not be there for that process. Otherwise, the recording will work just like that. Just for that particular day. I'm not sure if it will be the full day that I'll let you know as it happens. So just
Because
that.
I'm working and by 7:30 we have to reach. So
Yeah.
I'm working in a school. So our
That-
punching time is 7:30.
I understand. Just that process cannot be done through recording. Just that process. But all the other things, what all we'll be doing, we all can do it with the recordings.
So
Okay.
you have to help me out on that day then, ma'am.
On that day, you will have to help all the others and you'll have to make a way so that you take time and then you join it. There's nothing else can be done. Because see, group energy is very different. Individual.
Yes.
So just for that day, just join the live. For rest, all the other days, recording will do just perfectly fine.
That day
Okay.
will be just give me a little idea so that I'm able to manage.
2 or 3 days ago, I'll tell you. It's not yet there. I'll let you know. Based on, see, once it is a part, see, we can release something when the awareness is very strongly there. When
Okay.
the internal quality of letting go is very strongly there. So when we'll start on Wednesday, based on the quality of depth the participants are going through, based on that we'll decide. But it will be in the next 4 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, these 3 days we'll not be doing it. We'll be working and preparing ourselves so that we can release. So if it is on Monday or Tuesday, I'll let you know beforehand. I'll let you know 2-3 days before.
Okay. I'll do something about it.
Yes, Anjali. You can unmute. We are talking about, there's a question, can you please exactly tell about what healing are we discussing and how we will do it? How we will do it, when you will join, then you will see we are talking about womb healing. If there are any fibroids outside uterus, yes, all. When we say womb healing, the direct healing which goes to the physical organs is the reproductive organ. So it will be done. Is it going to help in improving relationships with our adult kids? Yes, to a certain extent, definitely. Possible if a lot is there because of the initial trauma that is stored in you, then maybe yes, 100%. So percentage will vary, but yes, it will help in healing relationship. How long will the session? Somewhere between 1 to 1.5 hours. Maybe at times it extends to 2, but generally 1.5 hours. If we drift off to sleep, that's okay. And anyways, the recordings will be there, so you can consciously attend the recordings again. Will it help with diastasis recti healing? I am not sure about that healing, so I don't know. If I'm unable to, the recordings will be available. I think I've already answered. It's very important for women. I think we answered, no, Vishali? If 15 people are there in the session, personal healing guidance to release trauma, does it need? No. Personal, whatever we'll be doing, one-to-one talk is not required. Just trust me on that. Recordings will have same energy. How long will the heal? I answered. Yes. Can pregnant women join? Yes. Any precautions to be taken? No. For the session, I'll let you know as and when we'll be doing. One of my friend is not able to conceive. It is a very good idea for the friend of yours to join. The details related to the session is there. Weekend scan ancestral courses I have experienced with myself. Awesome. Okay, Nupur has asked, after maybe more than 45 minutes of session, Nupur, go through the recordings, so you'll have a better understanding. Okay, I think, can a child having trauma during a mother's pregnancy can be healed? Yes, 100% yes. Can we have the recording for Q&A? Yes. My mother left me when I was 2 years old. Now I'm 48 years old, but still now I'm missing the love. It will help, Umaji. Thank you. Previously, I had attended a session which was healing of ourselves while we were at our mother's womb. Is that addressed here? I don't know which session you attended, but in the womb healing session, it will be addressed, yes. These sessions will be from 23rd. The details are shared actually. Can constellation be done at night? Yes. If a child, some qualities of father, can that be healed? I don't know. Okay, it's a beautiful question. So the question is, if a child has some qualities of a father that can be healed. Now see, if that quality is bothering you and that person exists in your life, it is not just the problem of their trait. It is there because there are certain strings attached to you. I'll give you an example. Like with my case, I have a daughter, and it was a tendency, to cry a lot. And with me, as you see, I'm a quite happy-go-lucky kind of a person. So even no matter what the problems are, I generally don't cry. So I used to notice when she was young, I could not understand, what's the reason? Like no reason, the child is sad and crying, and it used to really irritate me. So like earlier, one of the fellow participants was saying, I used to get angry and mad. And then, every day we are also evolving. And I'm also working a lot on myself every, day-to-day basis, every moment. And then I noticed that she's testing my patience. She's just trying to, why am I not able to accept if a child cries, the child cries. And then instead of focusing my attention on why the cry, I started working on myself. And I noticed, to my surprise, when the cry lost its hold on me, her frequency and her intensity of crying reduced automatically. So it felt as if my daughter, she was crying for me, so that mama has more acceptance towards crying. And I can help more people who come and cry for me, and then I don't run away from them, probably. I don't know. So when this person has said that the qualities of the father can be healed if they are triggering you, maybe if you are healed, that person will not, maybe that person has those traits, but those traits won't bother. Like, they will not come against you. Are the sessions helpful for the fear of getting pregnant? Of course, because why is the fear there? There must have been some experience in the cell memories, no? The trauma. Can you please repeat again what part will not be recorded? Oh. We'll share the recordings. Please go to the recordings. We'll share. Wherever you got the information on the recordings, you'll get. If a child carries called, yeah, I already addressed. What can be the reason of unexplained pregnancy loss? Will work, because the same reason is not applicable. So when we are doing the session, we'll try to tap in and try to get the answers. The sessions are live, but you'll get the recording. So other than one session, which you have to attend live, I'll tell 2-3 days ago, you can just go through the recordings. It'll be same. I think if a person is talking about the friend who has lost babies, then that friend has to attend the session. Are the sessions helpful for clearing the fear of leaving the child? Yes, of course, yes. Why did you choose this time? I mean, afternoons would be better. Yeah, that's a very good question. That's what I got, 7:30 a.m. So I just said 7:30 a.m. Does the constellation help to avoid miscarriages or any kind of complications in future? Yes. Yes, it can help. I have registered for the healing. The link will be emailed. Where is that? You'll be added to a group and then you'll be shared all the links. One of my friends lost a child because she had diabetes. Whosoever has lost has to join. What other healing modalities will be applied in this program? I don't know yet. As we are going through, I'll let you know. As I'm applying, as and when what comes in, I have varied knowledge. So based on the situation at that time, based on the energy of participants, the kind of healing they need, I'll share. If you have that question, I'll share what all modalities I used. Are we learning this, or you will be doing your own healing? So whatever you're going through, you are retaining it with yourself for life. If you can replicate, you can do it with others. Okay, good. All these chats done, right? Yeah, the people who want to leave can leave. The recordings will be there. I'll just quickly cater these hands. Yes, Shivali, please tell me.
Atma Namaste, everyone. Kim, I just wanted to share this very quickly, that I have been attending your sessions since last June when we did angels, and 2 sessions on angels consecutively. And I have the recording for one of them, and they are equally good. I really enjoyed it. And it works, yeah, equally well. And I still connect to the moment that when we did the live sessions. And I wanted to say that whenever I've attended, even the last session, what you did Thursday morning, there's certain shift, shift that happens to me. And not only my close people, my family members, people who come and meet me, like my customers also, they feel that there's something. So I want to, really thank you for taking out all your time and working on us with such love. And, I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful to you.
I'm grateful.
I'm looking forward to the session. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
For it too. And I'm equally grateful to each one of you who joins, who trusts so much. A lot of this, what you experience is because there's a kind of trust, there's a kind of receptivity towards whatever has been shared. So more than me, it's you, right? It's more than me, it's you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, Kanaji, tell me.
Okay. I'm expecting miracles. Nothing less but miracles from you, Kim.
every day. It will happen every day. So
For me, I think I've been waiting for so long to get rid of this awful pain from the time I was in my mom's womb, because she really didn't want me. She didn't want a girl. And from the day I was born, I was told in every separate way that I'm not wanted, I'm not loved, and in all of that. So I'm going to be April 4th, I'll be 74. I'd like to get rid of all these crap of not
yeah.
being loved, not being good enough, and not having proper relationship. I was single, then my children are single. I just feel it's transgenerational, and I don't know. I
Yeah.
think I'm a good person, but I'd like to be absolutely. I will be available. I'll give up work. I'll just be available completely. It's time for me to just release my mother, forgive my mother. My grandmother was also very harsh. She made a point to always tell me, you're very black and you're very ugly. I don't know who will marry you.
Mhm. We'll we'll release it all with lots
Yep.
of love. We'll release all that pain. We'll release all that injury, that hurt. We'll release it all, and with lots of love. Lots of love. You know, I have personally experienced this. If a person is if there's anyone in our life who is being rude, who is hurtful, most of the times the people who need love hurts the most. It's like if somebody would just hug them or kind of, make them feel love, they won't hurt. So a hurt can be caused by only that person who has lacked that experience of love from another. So we'll release it with dignity, and we'll also realize that if we have been on the receiving end, we actually help them release their anger, no? So we did a service. So instead of attacking them, questioning them, probably as a soul, like you said, you're a good person. We never know. You committed to that soul that I will help you release your anger, and I'll still be there. I'll still help you, to let your family be big. So probably you have committed. Sometimes all of us who are more kind, loving, more caring towards others, we don't realize, but we give our words very easily. Don't worry, I'll be there. And then those words carry lifetimes after lifetimes. So we'll release those contracts as well. If ever you have been in this because you committed to them, okay, I am your, what you get, punching bag. Maybe you offer them that, I'm not saying in this life consciously, but maybe you offer them that thing, that whenever you have any problem, don't go outside and hit me. And probably then it manifested. We don't know, right? So what all we'll do is we'll just try to create a space of all love without pointing fingers at anyone. With all love, we'll just release all that would have been projected towards us, and all that what we have projected to others. And I think miracle happens every day if we just believe and we let them do. Because most of the times our questioning mind prevent it from happening. With me personally, I witness miracles, and sometimes, like many of you, I struggle with miracles to happen with my family members. Then they don't. And I say, oh God, please. And in those moments, sometimes all kind of things go through your mind. If I can just step into, and I can just act like this, but what I can do is I can just pray. So no matter how qualitatively I can help hundreds of people joining online, I am not able to help my family who's just connected. So that's a part of my journey as well, no? That we are not all doers. So wherever, that's why I said it, a lot depends upon who is receiving. So when you believe in miracles will happen to you. But if you want the miracles to happen in your families, like if with your kid, pray and share the blessings. That's it. But do not doubt on miracles because it's not happening in their life. Wait, they'll happen in yours because you believe into them. I struggle with that every single day. That's why I think I love you guys so much more, because it's like I want to help and you all join and you receive help. Here I say, please take help. Nothing goes. They try and then I cannot pressurize, it doesn't work like that. So thank you. Lots of love to you, Kana. I feel you. I feel you at so many different levels. I do. Yes, Suchi, tell me.
Namaste. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Actually, in my life, I have seen ki my daughter is 15 years old. I love her so much. My priority is, the children's are my first priorities. And comparatively with other mothers, मैं बहुत बच्चों में ही ज़्यादा वो रहती हूँ. मतलब, everything. But मेरी daughter मुझसे बहुत irritated रहती है. बहुत irritated रहती है. And every time he hug me, मतलब उसको सिर्फ hug चाहिए every time. और कहती है आपके पास आकर मुझे इतना irritation होता है, इतना गुस्सा आता है. और मुझे भी उससे, I just, why is it so? जबकि मैं every time available हूँ उसके पास, हर चीज के लिए available हूँ, and I'm giving her best in everything. कुछ भी चीज ऐसी नहीं है कि, या हो सकता है कि I have my मतलब in my parents' house I have only sisters, and मेरी पूरी family में मेरा real brother and मेरी चाची का brother, बस पूरी family में 2 brothers थे, and they were sisters and sisters. So I just don't want girl child. पता नहीं कभी मेरे mind में ऐसा रहा होगा या कुछ ऐसा था कि पता नहीं वो उसको अंदर से कहीं hurt हुआ है या क्या हुआ है, I don't know. But मुझसे relation इतना smooth नहीं है.
I really note down few of your names, and after the 7 days healing is done, and then giving it that time to just sink in the body and manifest, then I'll come back to you and ask personally, what difference do you see? And I think maybe, yeah.
And I'm so blessed with the relations. मेरे सारे relations, मेरे in-laws की एक relations इतने मेरे pure हैं, सबका प्यार मिल रहा है मुझे. Each and everybody is giving love. कहीं से भी कोई ऐसा नहीं है जो anti है मेरे relations में. सिर्फ मेरी daughter है. I don't know why ये मुझसे क्यों इतना anti रहती है, इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद.
Yeah. We'll try to find out as a group, and then we'll try to release as a group. Okay. Hold on, few more days.
To attend, it's very important.
I feel it should be done. Yeah. I feel it should. Okay, I think last 3 questions. Okay, quick one. Yes, Amy.
Hi, Amisha. I'm Amisha. So, Namaste, ma'am. I joined in little late, but there are 2 questions that I wanted to ask. One is I'm already currently going through Vesak purification sessions, which already last for like 1.5 hours or 2 hours. So with that, I can do this with you in the morning.
Yeah.
Because that will also last for like 1.5 hours, and the duration and number of days is also the same thing. Like morning your sessions would be there, and then evening those other sessions that I'm currently doing. So 4 hours of like whatever healing that I'll be going through.
Just choose, or else what you can do is that Vesak, after Vesak, these recordings will be there to opt for later also. So if you
don't know till when your recordings will be available, but I think I'll prefer going live only, like rather than going through recordings.
If it is a calling that go for live, then just attend. It's okay.
I don't want to miss the live actually.
I think the best thing I would say is one should not be fanatical about this has to be done like this.
Okay.
This festival, it's a purification, right?
Yes.
For 7 days, you can have this purification instead of that technique of purification.
Okay. Second question, ma'am, I wanted to ask was somehow, I don't know when this fear has come, but right from the time I was child, I was always confused and I was always scared to have my own child. Like, I don't have that confidence whether I'll be able to carry it for 9 months.
Maybe you experience it, maybe that's the fear of your mom or your grandmom.
Yeah, probably, maybe. Because I don't know how. I'm very warm and very, favorite among kids. All the kids, like my sister's kids, brother's kids, everyone, they just love me. I'm just good with
I
them. When it
I
comes to
feel
mine, I'm even, I have
I
that
feel
fear of trying
with
also.
every
Like I don't want to try also.
I feel it is from both, from your mom and your grandmom, both. If they carry from earlier, then it is, but if I feel it's from both. So that's why it is even stronger in you. We'll release it. We'll
Okay,
release.
okay, fine. I'll see you on the first class. Thank you, ma'am.
You. Thank you. Yes, Sangeeta. Second last and then one last and then we'll end the session. Yes, tell me, Sangeeta, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. Atma Namaste. So I was the one who was asking about. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, ma'am. I was one asking about the metabolic disorder. So my son is 10 years old now, and he is having a metabolic disorder. His liver isn't got a particular enzyme, and he is not able to have protein-related foods. Making this a completely like this is complete a metabolic disorder only, and I am a pranic healer for the last 4 to 5 years, ma'am. I'm doing completely healing for him, and I think my son is alive only through pranic healing. Thanks to Master Chaw, I'm so blessed to be in pranic healing, ma'am. And when I knew about this womb healing, like a year before, I know, and I started doing it, ma'am. So I started doing it, and very, very religiously, I started doing it only like 2 to 3 months before. So I miraculously saw his protein, the intake of his protein was much, much better, and his blood levels are very normal only after this womb healing. So the thing is, he has 2 livers now. Like, we had to do liver transplant. We have done this liver transplant like 8 years before and all. So but even then, the blood tests were normal, ma'am. Now that I want in his own liver, we had to miracle has to happen, that the enzyme has to be formed in its own. And this is completely a cell related issue, ma'am. Cell, in that particular cell, inside that cell, inside the mitochondria, one particular enzyme is not there just to break down the protein. And if the protein doesn't breaks down, the ammonia level increases. And obviously, if the ammonia level increases, his brain gets damaged. So he went to coma like twice in his life. Now that I've completely stopped non-veg to him, no dal, no everything, like only a very limited amount of protein, ma'am. I know it's a very big process that I need to tell you in a very short period, but yes, I've told you everything. I've given you all the things, ma'am. um, I uh, I think we should really work on it. I want to know even more advanced level in a womb healing or some techniques, so that we can work for my son. Ma'am, can you?
We'll do the womb healing, but if the reason lies in womb healing, it will be healed. If it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
not related to womb,
Okay.
it cannot be healed through womb healing. It's like, how to express. If there is a root cause lies inside the womb, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But during his birth, it is a birth deficiency, ma'am. I mean, it is a birth a disorder, basically, a
So
genetic birth disorder.
that's what science says.
That is what science says. Yes, ma'am.
So if spiritually the root cause lies in the womb, the real cause lies in the womb, then with the womb healing, you will be able to see that he's recovering slowly, gradually, and there is an improvement possibility. 100% recovery is there. But if the root cause is not womb, then it would not be.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
One thing is, I don't know what kind of technique you use for that, but what we will be doing, one thing is for sure, once your attachment with him related to the energy of fear and worry. Once that is not there, and then when you do the healing, the quality of your healing would be much better. You know, when we do with a lot of expectations, lot of fear, worry, guilt, trauma, there is a kind of energy that goes in. But once all those impressions are removed, and then when we do, it's much more effective.
Okay, ma'am. So I'll have to cleanse myself first and then do it.
It's not cleansing, Sangeeta. It's like
Releasing, ma'am.
I can clean myself. But the moment that when the light dawns, the shift happens, and that's just done.
Okay.
If I'm making sense to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I did understand partially. Okay.
We'll work
I'm really
on it.
sure.
We'll work on all the trauma that you experience unconsciously. You know, our soul knows it all, what is happening. So even when the baby was in the womb, you did not know, but whatever was happening, your soul felt it. We'll release all that. We'll release all the trauma, all that suffering that the baby went through inside the womb. And we all will pray that, you know, collectively as a group, that may this manifest with rapid and miraculous healing for your kid. But we are not God, right?
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much, ma'am. Really means.
We'll see.
Strongly believing in prayers and Master Chaw, ma'am. I'm sure he will be fine. It's a way, ma'am. This class is definitely a path for me. Truly. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, RV, right? RV?
Yeah. Hi, ma'am. I'm really sorry. Actually, I got the link for this class very late and I just missed the starting thing. So I really don't know.
We'll share the recordings. You will get a lot of details. I don't know how. It's already 1.5 hours we have been talking.
Okay. Okay. So I just had some questions because I was interested in joining the sessions. What kind of healing? Is it only related to womb or there other healings also will be done?
RV, I think when you go to the recording, you'll get all your answers.
Oh, okay, fine.
In parts, we have covered a lot. If after going to the recording, you still have questions, just
Sure.
write to give, I'll tell. But
okay,
this is your question. I'm very sure once you'll go to the recording, you'll get your answers.
Okay, because see, I was born with some digestion issues and some, migraine and also which was hereditary. So, this migraine, my grandmother also had. So some things were passed on.
If mother line, yes, it should.
Okay, fine.
Improve. Yeah.
Fine. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome. And all of you just call me Kim. Ma'am feels somebody else. Yes, Anjali, tell me, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah. So my husband and my daughter both have always been very rude to me. I mean, from long time. And now I'm a cancer patient. I'm going through the treatment now. So and even though I try to give as much love to them, but still they repel and they always find reasons to get angry with me. And my daughter says, I don't know why I want to talk to you, but I get irritated and I'm angry with you.
Generally in the cancer, if the body has cancer, there are lots of grudges, complaints which are stored in the cells. A lot of complaints, and those complaints which are not just complaints with lots of emotional baggage attached. So that's why maybe your family is sensitive also. That's why upfront, behavioral wise, you're not doing anything, but they sense the energy. I cannot guarantee, Anjali, but I can try. I can try. When we do the womb healing, we just kind of concentrate. That will be the process. I'll be guiding you additionally. Everybody will be listening, but I'll be guiding you additionally, where we can just kind of kind of touch the creator, and from the point of creation, we just release whatever is stored in yourselves. Maybe if it works and if it clicks with God's blessing, maybe it can manifest an improvement in your cancer also. We can experiment, right? It's like we can try, because again, like I said, I'm not God, but I think with faith, it is possible. Like when you're sharing, I'm getting so many ideas like what we can do. But as a healer, we can just do it and we can just see. Like, we don't. The trait of a very good healer is that you just do and then you surrender. You don't command, that you do it. We do what we can. We do our karma, our action, and then we just surrender, and we be very humbly receptive and curious to see how it is manifesting. So with that energy, we can help. I can help you with the session where you will be participating yourself, and we can just see how it manifests in your life, and probably then later you can share how it does. No commitments. So if you are seeking for a guaranteed result, I cannot guarantee. I can try, but I cannot guarantee. Okay. Most welcome. The kind of concerns you all share, I get so many ideas. So many ideas, I don't know how many sessions I'll come up again in future. Yes, you want to say something again, Anjali? I see your hand raised. Yeah.
No, yeah. So just the relationships issues, and
that's what I'm saying. The more negative energy stored in your cells, the more those energy are released, the relationship will automatically respond to what they're receiving.
Yeah.
Are you a healer? Like any healing?
No.
So it's like, whenever people behave to us in a certain way, it's not that they are like that. They are getting that kind of vibration. So what we see is the reaction. But because the eyes are here and we cannot look ourselves, we just complain the other person. So the fact is, if somebody is not listening to me, I am sending, like my energy is emitting that energy of not being a good listener. That's why they're just projecting it back to me. Or you can say they are just showing me the mirror. So the more we work on ourselves, our mirror images changes, no? Like the more you dress up and then when you look at the mirror, you look beautiful. The more we work on ourselves, the people who are different mirrors, we see beautiful in them. That means they start behaving better with us. Not because they were bad earlier, because we were giving them that kind of energy and they were responding. Nupur, last time, please. It has been very long. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So I have had like 3 repeated losses in my life recently, and it's like I see my child's heartbeat, and at 7.5 weeks and 10 weeks it's gone. Always this is a pattern for all 3 miscarriages, but it's always a missed abortion. And I've shown to many doctors all across the world. They are saying we don't have any answer to it. All reports are normal. The only thing I can notice is I'm very afraid when this happened for the second time. I was very afraid, and the third time also I had a phobia around 7.5 to 8.5 weeks. I was like always thinking that is the bleeding coming out or not. So I'm still like afraid of what is going to happen next.
We'll release all that stored fear.
Yeah, that's led to a lot of pelvic pain for me. And
do you still feel pelvic pain?
Yeah, I do.
So I think the first sign, if the healing has manifested, would be that you will feel that the pain is not there. So I think you can, you will be able to feel it. Like once 7 days are done, you'll be able to feel it maybe during the process or just after. This would be the first sign of you to see physically in your body that has it helped or not. And if it has helped, it should definitely help in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for all your patience and all those who didn't ask questions and they were just staying here. Nupur, you want to say something else? I still see your hand raised. Okay. So we end the session here. We'll just give a yes, Ramaji. Tell me.
Ma'am, actually, this session has been gifted by somebody to me. Okay, and I was not able to know that it is for today at 4 you are having the question answer session. Just one thing, can I get the recording of this question answer session?
Everybody will get the recording of question answers.
Okay,
We'll share.
so I would like to share this with few of the people, because today when I was meditating, I was getting that there are few girls and women who have to be given this thing. So that is why I raised my hand. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I think that's just before starting the session also, I just prayed the same thing. Like, let whatever has to be conveyed, and let all those who can be benefited. See, the fact is, on recording, I'm saying I'm no one to help any of you. Let's forget about 200 people who joined or would be joining the session. But the fact is, we just offer ourselves, if the healing has to manifest. I'm a daring one who said, okay, I am fine to take the blame. I'm fine to just show up front. But the fact is, the healing and everything, whatever flows through, is being done by the great beings. So just before the session, I prayed the same, that let the right message, what will be done, because I don't know what will be done, let that message flow through correctly. Whosoever is in need, let them be, connected. And I just offer, please, whatever I offer you, I just say that I surrender myself to you. You just use me as your instrument and do whatever needs to be done. So, and that is the answer, Vanita, for why the session is at 7:30 a.m. I don't decide the timings. I don't decide the pricing. I don't decide the content. I just feel all those who join me regularly, I feel you guys. I think that's a blessing, a gift that I have from a very childhood. As I'm working on myself, becoming a better person, I'm able to grasp more, feel more, understand more. So when I get those idea comes, and everybody has a certain quality. Everybody, like if you go to somebody's home, somebody would just love to feed you, cook for you, right? I am somebody from childhood. If somebody is in need, the first instincts come is, God, can I do something about it? So when I get all those who join, who connect with me somewhere or the other, whatever you have, I catch on those energies, and then those things come. Okay, I want to do this, and then I just have it in my mind, not my mind, I have it in me that I really want to help with this kind of healing, because I've seen womb healing is very expensive. Like I myself will be attending one to just, I like attending different people who offer, so that when you attend, your knowledge increases, how different healers are working. I'll be attending one in May, I think, yeah. And then when I give, I pay 15,000, 20,000, more than like more money. So when I come up with something like that, I ask for what is the minimum requirement. Can I offer for free? Then most of the time the answer comes for healing, no, don't do it for free. It won't work, because a lot of people will just come out of curiosity. It hampers the energy of the people who are sincere. So the amount, how much to be asked, the time, the days, the title, the words, everything, it just comes. So all those who ask, why not Saturday and Sunday? I don't know. I even ask myself, I don't have answer. Why 7:30? I don't know. In fact, Ashirwadi himself said, he asked me, Kim, why you selected 7:30? I said, I don't know. And then he said, see, I am a male, but I'm so curious to join. Had it been any other time, I would have tried to get in. 7:30, I cannot. And the session is for females. So I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, Neeta. And I'm grateful for all those who just believes in a crazy person like me and then join, and then we just create something beautiful.
You are beautifully crazy, Kim.
I know.
Amazingly crazy. And I'm proud that I've been with you for so long. In fact, like now when you say, as I was going through the whole session, I came the memory of 2 or 3 of my female friends came over, which I have not met from, or out of my memory sort of thing. But I got flashes of their faces, so I said I must send this now to them also. So that's most beautiful. Yeah, thank you, Kim. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Yes, Kiranji. It's 917, Del.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Just now I have joined, but your energy is so beautiful, and I'm also healer. And you are a delicate, darling healer. Like whatever you speak, and it is comes to your mind. But I've just joined. I have not in the group also, but I want to learn womb healing from long back. Like not connected to anybody, but still I want to learn. But I'm not in the group, and I've just joined.
Get this link.
I got the link from my one Pranic Healer group is there. I've just opened. Today is the Master's Mahasamadhi day. So I'm
Because
going.
in that link there is a number.
Okay, there is a number. Okay, I'll type.
Zoom does not allow to copy, so I cannot copy. I'll have to open. There's a contact number. Wherever you got in that message, there would be contact number, the link of WhatsApp. So you just contact. They'll share all the details.
Okay, nice, darling. Keep it up. Yeah, it's
Thank
very beautiful energy you have, and keep it up. Thank you.
See, I think so many of you join. No, I get the compliment, but I am just reflecting, like I said, no mirror. So many of you looking at me. I'm just reflecting back your energy. So you're just saying, I am this. What I can say, I'm lucky to receive all those compliments. Those goes back to each one of you. Okay, let's quickly say the Thanksgiving prayer. Okay. To the Universal Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my Guru, Master Shok of Sui, to all the spiritual teachers, Holy Masters, Holy Angels, spiritual helpers, to the hierarchy of angels, to all the beings, the higher beings, the Divine Mother aspect, and all other sentient beings who have been there throughout the session, who are happily helping us, and who are also there to motivate and inspire people who can be healed and who will be healing all of us. We are very grateful for your contribution, for your help, for your blessings at all levels. With deep gratitude, with lots of respect and immense love, we thank you all. We thank ourselves in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to each one of you for joining in, for being so patient. And yeah, that's it. So this recording, as it gets ready, it will be shared. You can share it with anyone, but do not force somebody to join. This is a good thing, I think. Just share the recording, let them see if it is their time, if this is the medium from which they can receive help, they'll join. If not, don't hold grudges against them also. See, I'm telling you, but you're not joining. Just that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all those who will be participating will meet Wednesday. Atma Namaste. Thank you so much.